Gotta finish tonight. Let's go.
Keep on Ali's schedule.
So I'm gonna work out with Yaakov how to send out.
You've done it before, right?
How to send out a video. It wasn't so successful. This time we're gonna do it right. Rich Hashem. Okay, third line on Unheyam and Aleph Rabbi Sai. Rich Hashem. Hopefully by today you will only have to turn one more page. Select the Gemara. Meisvei. What? Yeah. It's
Number
true.
26.
It's true. Meisvei. So Meisvei is the Gemara is going to ask another question on Rav Acha. Now Rav Acha was the one who said that you blow the kiyos for every musaf. So question on Rav Acha who said you blow for every musaf. Because the Gemara jumps back and forth between different topics here. Every time you see a Meisvei, what are we asking on? So Meisvei, we're asking another question on Rav Acha. Okay? Another question on Rav Acha who said you blow for every musaf. The Tani Rava Bar Shmuel. Rava Bar Shmuel taught, Yachal, you may think, Kishem, just as Shetoikin, you blow al Shabbos b'fnei atzmai, for Shabbos by itself, I mean you blow for Shabbos, v'al Rosh Chodesh b'fnei atzmai, you would think that you blow just like you blow for Shabbos separately and for Chodesh separately, you might make a dash. Kach yiyu toikin al kol musaf musaf. So too you would blow for every musaf, right? Yochel, you might think kishem shetoikin, just like you blow al Shabbos b'fnei atzmai, for Shabbos separately, al Rosh Chodesh b'fnei atzmai, and for Rosh Chodesh separately. You toikin al kol musaf musaf. So too you would blow for every musaf that you bring. Talmud Loimer, the Torah teaches us, uberoshe chachechem. Put that in quotes.
Yeah, only Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, 1 second. Uberoshe chachechem. Look at this. Uberoshe chachechem. 1 second. It says in Gemara, to Yufta the Rav Acha to Yufta. This is a knockoff to Rav Acha, who said you blow for every musaf, right? To Yufta the Rav Acha to Yufta. The Gemara is saying, right, this knocked off Rav Acha.
What's the question? No, what's the tiyufta? That what it says Rosh Hashanah.
And what does that teach you?
Only Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, 1 second.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Amazing. The Gemara is bothered. My Talmudah. What's the drasha? You just told me, I'll see from this word, you would think they're just like you blow for Rosh Chodesh separately and Shabbos separately, you blow for every musaf separately. Talmud Laima over Rosh Hashanah. The Gemara says Tiyufta, you knocked off Rav Acha, you don't blow for every musaf. My Talmud, what's the drasha? Right? Where do you see that you don't blow? You don't blow for every musaf. My Talmud, what's the drasha? Question mark. Now we're going to explain 2 ways how to see this. Omar Abaya says, Omar Kra, the pasuk says, Uberoshe chachechem. Right? Omar Kra, the pasuk says, Uberoshe chachechem. So you on top of the Rosh, you write plural, and you're Rosh Chodashim, right? It says your Rosh Chodashim, and make a dash. Huksu, we compare. Yeah. Kol Chadashim Kulam, all the Rosh Chodashim, zelazeh, one to the other. And here you need a footnote right here. All Rosh Chodashim are equal. It's a very interesting drasha. All Rosh Chodashim are equal in the
Chodashim just means Rosh Chodesh?
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah, exactly. He says Rosh is plural. Rosh Chodashim.
Yeah, all of them are equal.
All of them are equal in the number of the kiyos. Even if there is another musaf occurring on that day. Shai, what does that mean? It means
nothing extra.
nothing extra. If you have 2 musafim, you're gonna do what you do in every Rosh Chodesh. You only blow for 1 musaf. Oh, exactly. Yes. So Rosh Hashanah, exactly. This really gets back to a lot of what we discussed earlier. Anytime you have all Rosh Chodeshim are equal. Even if you have 2 events, 2 reasons, 2 carbon musafs that are brought, 2 carbon musafim that are brought on one Rosh Chodesh, 2 reasons to blow, you're only blowing 1. Interesting drasha. With Rosh Hashanah, the Torah is comparing all the Rosh Chodeshim. We don't care what happens. 1 musaf. Good? Says the Gemara. That's one way to learn. Rav Ashi Amar, Rav Ashi gives another taich, another way to explain it. Look at this, Rabbi Say. Look at this, very interesting. Ksiv. Look at this. Ksiv, it says, look how I'm going to read it. You can read the word Chodshechem. Chodshechem means months, right? Or look how to read the word. Ksiv, it says Chodshechem. Chodshechem means your month. And you can make a footnote. There's no yud. The Torah wrote it without a yud. If you take out the yud, it becomes Chodshechem, which is singular. Your month. Take Ksiv, Chodshechem. I wrote the Kudais, which is at the end you're gonna write. Very good. The way it's written. Chodshechem. I wrote on top your month. No. Shiva. Shiva at the end.
Segel.
No, not Segel, no.
Yeah.
Chodshechem. Shiva. Chodshechem. Shiva. Your month.
It's yours, then it's
Not Chodshechem. No, very good. Not Chodshechem. Your months. Chodshechem. Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. Boys, I'm sorry. It's a shiva. It's a shiva with a second of that. Chodshechem as opposed to Chodshechem.
As opposed to Tzirei.
Says the Gemara.
It's an O or no. It's an O or
Here we go. Uviksiv. You ready? Chevra, so look at this. On one hand it says Chodshechem, which is singular. Again, that's because it's spelled without a yud. Viksiv, but it says Uviroshe, which is plural. Roshe means heads.
Is that a period?
Ksiv Chodshechem, Kama, Uksiv, and it says Chodshechem, which is singular, your month. Uksiv Uviroshe, which is plural, months. Heads, actually not months. Heads, Roshe, not Rosh, Roshe, which is plural. So we have a month that has 2 heads. Right?
Meaning
That's what we want to get at.
Meaning what? What does that mean?
Oh, Ve'eza Chodesh. Which month? Sheyesh Shnei Roshim that has 2 heads. No, that watch this. Have the Omer is there Rosh Hashanah.
What is it to us?
Rosh Hashanah is considered a month that has 2 heads. It's Rosh Chodesh and it's also Rosh Hashanah. Hear that? Rosh Hashanah is a typical Rosh Chodesh, but it's got a plus. So it's also Rosh Hashanah. It's the first month. It's the first of the month and it's the first of the year.
Why don't we do Rosh Chodesh?
So that's a good shaila, by the way. That's not a
Can you
shaila.
see anything about Adar?
So watch this. So by saying, well, Adar not really.
There's 2 heads, 2 parts of this. It's a different month, you're saying.
The months, exactly. You have one Rosh Chodesh that is really, it's a double. It's the beginning of the month and beginning of the year. Yet, right? Have you Omer? This is Rosh Hashanah. V'Amar Rachmana, and the Torah tells you Chodshechem. Make a dash. Chadhi. View it as 1. Plural, 2 heads, but it's looked at as 1 month. Chadhi.
So that's the tiyufta.
Amazing, exactly. That's another way to explain it. You can write on the side 1 set of tekiyos.
Even though it's 2 Rosh.
2 heads, but it's called 2 heads of a single month. That's what we're like.
But there wouldn't be 2.
You would. We spoke out earlier. Remember we had on Amud Aleph. You would have right on the last Amud. You should have 2. One for Chodesh, one for Rosh Hashanah. Nonetheless, the Torah calls it Uviroshe double Chodshechem, your month. 1. It's all looked at as 1. Beautiful, good.
Good.
Yeah. 2 Musaf in there?
No, we only do one.
There's two Musafim.
Two Musafim, but one tekiah.
Tekias, you only do
Yeah,
one.
there's two Musafim, one tekiah.
Just for the blowing. V'oy Tanya. Furthermore, we learned in the Brisa. Very interesting here. V'oy Tanya learned in the Brisa. B'choylei shamoid.
Oh, wow, smell it.
B'choylei shamoid. And chalamoid. B'rishain. Ma hayu oimrim. By the sheer, Rashi says the sheer of Musaf. What did they sing?
Is this a continuation to Tiyofta? We're done.
No, we're going to bring further of another raya. V'oy Tanya.
That's a Rafa.
Yeah. Void, Tanya also went in the Brisa. B'choylei shamoid, and chalamoid, b'rishain, on the first day of chalamoid, remember, in Eretz Yisrael, you have 1 day of Yom Tif, 6 days chalamoid, and then Shmini Atzeres. We have 2 days Yom Tif, 5 days, 5 days chalamoid, right? 2 days, yeah. Says the Gemara. V'oy Tanya, we learned something in the Brisa. B'choylei shamoid, and chalamoid, here we go. B'rishain, by the sheer of the Musaf, the song of the Musaf. Ma hayu oimrim. What song did they say?
This is Shir Shaliyanim.
Yeah. They did this by the Musaf. They changed it, and they brought the Rashi as the Bishir Hamusafin. What did they sing? They sing different parts of Tehillim that had relevance. Just tell you, either they had relevance to Nisachamayim, had relevance to Tshuva. They used to come by Simchas Be'Sheva. We spoke out Ashrei Mishlechata, so it had relevance to Tshuva, and if you did exactly, or
People didn't sin.
Ashrei Mishlechata,
Oh.
or it had relevance to giving off Trumas and Meiser, giving off Meiser, because at this point Sukkot we know is when you gathered all the wheat. So all these psukim, the following psukim, you'll see there's very long Rashis over here. The Rashis over here, we're not going to go through them. The Rashi over here explain what the relevance of each one of these psukim have to do with Chalamoid and Yom Tov, the Yom Tov Sukkos. Voitani, we learned in a Brisa. B'chol Shaman Chalamoid, Berisha, the first day. Ma hayu oimrim. What song did they sing? Havu Lashem b'nei Elim. Period. Now we say Havu Lashem kavod v'ois, and then what do we also say in there? In that same thing we say, we say Kol Hashem Alamayim. Oh, we're talking about Nisachamayim. You've seen that song. Kol Hashem Alamayim. So this has a lot to do with strength, with water. Havu Lashem b'nei Elim. B'sheni on the second day. B'sheni on the second day Chalamoid. Ma hayu oimrim. What song did they sing? Ula Rasha. Now look at this. Ula Rasha, and to the Rasha, Omer Lekim. Hashem says. Right? And I just tell you, just interesting to know, what is this pasuk? What is the relevance of this pasuk? This pasuk is talking about that Hashem was telling people, what are you coming to my house? What are you coming to Mr. English if you don't have tshuva on your mind? Don't come here if you don't plan on doing tshuva. Excuse me. Ul Rasha to Rasha, Amar Lekim, Hashem said. Hashem was telling them to do tshuva. Period. B'shlishi, on the third day of Chalamoid, what do they sing? You ready? Mi yakum li, who will rise for me in Mireim against the evildoers? Okay.
Is the translation of importance for the understanding of the Gemara?
No, not necessarily. No. It's not really for what we're trying to get at. Yes, fine, okay. Which is, I just tell you, this was said at a time period, and then Rashi explains this. It was said at a time period when the Yidden were in the silent time of the second base of English, and they were being persecuted. They didn't have an easy time serving Hashem, so this was an opportunity to daven Hashem, who will rise for us against the Goyim here, Imreim, against evil ones. Okay, Bervi Mahayu Oimrim. What do they sing on the fourth day? Binu Boyarim. Understand Boyarim, the boors, people who are ignorant. Understand the ignorant ones, which they're imploring people to make note and to realize. Rashi says to understand what job you have to do now that you gathered in all your wheat. You should be giving the matnas ani and giving the truma, giving meiser. Okay, so understand Bayram, the ignorant ones. Make sure you chap what you have to do when you go home. Bayram ba'am, the ignorant ba'am of the nation. Okay, b'chamishi. Mahayu Aimim. On the 5th day, what did they say? Hasiroisi, I removed Misevel Shechmai, Misevel from the burden Shechmai of his shoulder. Hasiroiva, I removed. This was a consolation. I removed Misevel Shechmai, the burden of his shoulder, which is that Hashem is gonna answer us. We're gonna call out to Hashem, and Hashem will reward us with water, and He'll give us a bracha. So that this is something to say. It's a consolation that our tefillos are gonna get accepted. Okay, B'shishi mahayu oimrim. On the 6th day, what did they say? Yimaitu, they collapse kol mois te'aretz, the foundations of the earth. Okay. And this also has a lot to do with talking to people to give tzedakah.
Isn't that Tuesday's Shosham?
Yes, there's
They collapsed what?
the collapse. Moistar is the foundations of the earth.
Isn't that Yom Shlishi's?
Oh yeah, you're right. But they saying this because it has particular relevance.
The what of the earth? I don't know what
The
that
foundations.
means. What does that mean?
I'll tell you what it means. What it means is what it's
If you don't give
symbolic. What it's symbolic of. If you don't give tzedakah, it's brought down that you bring destruction to the world. So they're imploring this capital is imploring people to make sure that they don't cause the ruins, they don't cause the destruction. The foundation is figuratively speaking, through our ma'asim tovim, we're through our tzedakah, we're holding up the world. V'mechal Shabbos be'achamehem. Now, Rabbi Sai, look at this. What happens if Shabbos falls out on one of these days? Shabbos has its own song. We're not going to sing the let's say Shabbos. Let's say the 4th day of Sukkot falls out on Shabbos. So you're not going to sing on Shabbos. You sing the Shir Shal Shabbos. So which one gets pushed away? Do you push away the 4th day, take like the 4th day out, or do you just push off the last one? There's 6 songs we sing here, right? 5 songs, 5 days, 5 songs, 5 days, right? We just said that. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. Sorry, 6 days of Chalamayit, 6 songs. What happens if the 4th day of Chalamayit falls out on Shabbos?
You sing 2 songs?
So on that day, let's say the 4th day falls on Shabbos, you sing the song of Shabbos. So there's one song you're not going to be singing. Is it the 4th day? Or maybe just the 6th day take away and push off
You
everything
say
you
on
want.
Sunday, do you say the 4th one, or do you
On Sunday, do you say the 4th?
or
Or do you
do you say the 5th?
or do you say the 5th?
Well, it's
Exactly.
The song of that specific day.
Exactly. Or do you skip the 4th and just don't do the 4th? Listen, the 4th was pushed away. If Shabbos falls out on the 4th day of Sukkot, do you take the song of the 4th day and just don't sing it? Or no, sing the 4th on Sunday and the 5th on Monday. Tuesday, just push away the 6th. Don't do it anymore. That's it. Says the Gemara. Look at the Michal Shabbos be'echamehem. If Shabbos falls out on any one of these days, Yimaitu Yitcha. Yimaitu is Sish exact. Yimaitu, put that in quotes. And right on top, 6th day Yitcha. Yimaitu is from the 6th day. Thank you, Mayor. Yitcha, you push away.
You push away, or
It's removed. Yitcha, it's pushed away. Which means that on Sunday you'll do the 4th day, and on Monday, the last day of Chalamayit, you'll do the 5th day. The song of the 6th day you won't do. What happened? The 4th day fell out on Shabbos. So the 4th day of Shabbos, there's only 2 more days of Chalamayit left, Sunday and Monday.
Continue, meaning you continue where you're up to.
Continue where you're up to. So the last song won't have a day. Yeah, push that last day, the last song away.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Chai Burach, that's good?
Yeah.
The 6th song you're not going to sing. Yom Tov is over. You just continue from where you left off, man. That's a good way to put it. Shabbos, you took a break because you're not going to sing the 4th day. Sing that the next day. Oh, the last day, Yemoisu again. So Yemoitu Yitcha. Yemoitu from the 6th day Yitcha is removed. Yitcha you take away.
Is that a question?
No. That's if Shabbos falls out on Chal Shabbos be'achamehem. If Shabbos falls out on any day of Chalamoid, Yemoitu Yitcha. Yemoitu will be removed, which is the 6th day. Klar? Okay. Okay. Rabbi Sai, underline is Yemaitu Yitcha, because you know why Rabbi Sai? We are trying to show right now that you don't do 2 musafim. and this was the
Don't
sheer
blow.
Musaf. What?
You don't blow?
Yes. You're not going to blow two Musafim. And we're saying over here that the shear of, if Shabbos falls on any one of those days, what are you going to do to the shear, the song of that day?
You push off the-
Pushing it away. So you're not going to do 2 rounds of blowings.
It's the end of the tiyufta?
No. Well, we're just going to continue the brisa, but at this point, let's just highlight. Shmuel, you hear what's going on?
Yeah, you only do Shabbos.
On Rabbi said Shabbos falls out on Chol Hamoed. What happens? Which song are you going to sing?
Shabbos.
And you're going to blow for Shabbos. You're not going to blow for Shabbos and the fourth day. So this is really the tiyufta. This is slugging up again. We're knocking off. You hear this, Chevron? Avram, you masking? The fourth day falls on Shabbos. So you can really sing 2 songs and blow twice. Shabbos and the fourth day. But we just said, no. You're going to, Shabbos only doing 1. So online you might do Yitche. So we'll come back to this in a minute. Rav Safra Monach Busimanav. Rav Safra gave a simon for the order. He gave a simon to remember this.
It's saying we don't sing twice. It's not saying we don't blow.
But the blowing was together with the singing. With it, yeah. Rav Safra Monach Busimanav. Rav Safra gave a simon to remember this order. Humbi, which is Havul Hashem, Ula Rasha, right? Mi Yakum, Beis is Binu Bayarim, Hey is Hasi Raisi, and the Yud is Yimaitu. Cool? So, all you were not saying Humbi. Have that? Rav Papa Manach Musamani gave a drop of a different order. Look what he reversed.
It could be.
Humavi, which means he took the Beis and the Hey and he switched it around. You see the Beis and the Hey switched around?
The Hasiroisi.
Hasiroisi exactly before Binu. Good? Klar? The Simonech, a way to remember.
Was connected to Papa or?
Well, no, it's really going back to Asaf. A way to remember, really, who said what? You have it, Chevra? B'Simonech, a way to remember is, there's a phrase, Ambuha de Safri, which means a group by the cheder. The Safri is like the school. I'm sorry? Ambuya de Safra. So it's a play on words. You basically see that Rav Safra, this is much closer to Rav Safra's version. It sounds much like Rav Safra. She got a footnote. It's hinting to Rav Safra's order.
What's about the song?
Ambuya de Safra is a phrase. It's meant a group of parents and children that hang out by the cheder. This was a group. Rashi explains it. This was that they used to go to that area where the cheder was. But it's a play on words because it has Safra and it also has the sound of his phrase. Ambuya sounds like Ambuyi.
Therefore.
So it's hinting to
Oh,
what?
so that's just a way to remember who
Beis
said
before
what.
the hay.
Exactly.
It's tiyufta derbata.
Oh, so now we conclude the whole brisa. The Mar says, let's conclude from here. Tiyufta, we can knock off to Rav Acha Bar Chanina Tiyufta. And you write a footnote. When Shabbos comes, we don't sing 2 musafin, we only do 1. Clear raya. Tiyufta Rav Acha Bar Chanina Tiyufta. And you can write, because when Shabbos comes, you only do 1 song of Musaf, not 2. Gewaldig, no? Klar? Shmuel, yeah? It's interesting. It's not like a typical Gemara. We're just like, right? Okay. Now, let's just finish up. Is it 17 or 11?
17.
Ooh.
27.
Well, but I would say, look at this. But no, this take 30 seconds. He brought a Mishnah and a Brisa to support his opinion. He brought a Mishnah and a Brisa to support his opinion. Right? The main member of the Mishnah said, we learn from here, you blow for every Musaf. What's going on?
Was that explanation one? No.
Question mark. Rav Acha, you just knocked off Rav Acha. But did Rav Acha support his opinion with a Brisa and a pasuk? He said a pasuk and a Brisa. So how do you explain that? Ravina says, Loimar, these are telling us Shemarichin b'tekiyos. You lengthen the tekiyos. You don't blow separate tekiyos. You do one set, but they should be longer. Why should they be longer, Reb Shaya? Because you have to shech two karbanos. Of course, you're going to shech two karbanos, but you're not going to sing two songs, and you're not going to blow twice. But you blow for longer. Rabbana de Kisri, Mishmid Reb Ach Amri Loimer Shamar beBetoikin. You have more blowers, but not more blows. Right? You're not going to blow twice. You'll just have more blowers. You have more people blowing. But you're having the original set.
You need more people to blow for a second.
You're right, but you don't have. Yeah. It says you can go.
more Musaf.
Loimar shatoikin al kol musaf musaf. Every musaf you're going to have more blowers, but not more sounds. You're right. Good.